Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk about how to prioritize your work at work. If you are new, if you are old, if you are struggling with getting things done, if you're being assigned new projects, if the work situation is fluid and not really structured, it's important for you to have some structure built in on your own. So I thought of a few ways that you might be able to do that. First of all, if you don't have a paper calendar, you only have an online calendar or one on your phone, use it. The best way to use your calendar is to identify the dates and when things have to be done and then work backwards to make sure that you've blocked out time to get the different tasks done. The next thing to do, if you don't receive assignments that are stamped as to when they are to be finished, figure out when the best time to do each one of them is, ask questions, and communicate. I had a coworker years ago who was a very nice person, but he was funny. He would get his work assigned to him, an office job, and he would set the things out on his desk. However, he wouldn't look at anything that was coming into him until he had finished what he was working on. And I mean, not at all. So if he was working on something for an hour or 2 hours or 4 hours or 3 days, until he was finished with what he was working on now, he didn't even look to see, let alone the landscape in the office, the landscape on his desk. He didn't have any idea what these things were on his desk, coming from multiple bosses, multiple departments, and multiple deadlines. So until a couple of us asked him a few questions and kind of helped him along, he was destined for failure, because people who you are reporting to or you are working with have different agendas and different deadlines based upon what is going on. Even if you're in a very structured business atmosphere, things are going to come in out of the ordinary. And it's important to be able to be structured as far as getting things done, but also being flexible so that you can make adjustments and not go crazy over it. So not stopping whenever anybody comes into your office or to your workspace, or if they put assignments up on a board, on a pegboard, or if you're in a shop and they list them in tickets or something like that. Even a short order cook, as they have the wheels spinning around, has to get an idea as far as what is coming up on the orders, because some things take longer to cook. The same way in manufacturing or any kind of trade, in order to do a particular job or task, you have other parts that have to be ready. So take some time in your day. You can structure this if you're a very, detailed, dot to dot structured person. You can still do this and you can still be overall flexible. You just need to have a framework in your everyday work life that will allow you to build in that flexibility by becoming aware of what's coming in, what's coming on to the to-do list, what's changed. So if you have a way to check in every morning or after lunch, if you have an assistant or a team leader or something to kind of get just a 5-second commercial on what's going on. If you're coming on to a shift after a morning shift, you're the afternoon shift, what's been going on? People in shift jobs, like for example nurses, they have a system where they either have a short meeting or the notes are there, and you know which things to look at, who's critical and who needs something every minute, every hour, and you check with those first just to kind of get an idea what has happened before you got there and what's going to happen next. If you're a person who gets things on their desk or in their inbox, take some time each day, at least twice a day, during the day, not at the end, and check to see what's going, just flip through it and see what's on there. If there are designated due dates, or if something is going to fit into something else that has a due date, put it on your list, put it on your calendar, in your phone, on your computer, print out some pages if you don't have a paper calendar, and so that you can see it. Sometimes you need to see your list or see what's going on check it in the morning, check it before you leave, so that you know what's coming up next. And that way you can respond. If there are certain things that have to happen before something else happens, you might need to report back to someone to tell them this will or won't work. Sometimes you'll receive something in and they don't have a designated deadline, or it's on a to-do board, and they're asking you, when can you fit this in? If a customer, a longtime customer, has an emergency, you can't wait for 4 days to tell them that you can't help them. If you're not going to be able to help them, you need to be able to at least respond and say so. I have several different folks that I deal with regularly, and I go into their place of business, and sometimes it's with an appointment and sometimes it isn't. And you just say, if you can't fit me in or there's no time, just say so. I completely respect your time. Just say so. I'm just stopping by just to see if there's a chance, if there was an opening. And if there isn't, just say so. I won't be mad. I'll come back again. But if you have me sit and wait and wait and wait and wait and then say no, that's a little bit different situation. So we can build in some, you can have some structure in your own individual how you do things that will allow you to be flexible overall. So I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, leave me a thumbs up, share it with anyone who may benefit, subscribe to see the other videos, and check over on the Big Brass YouTube channel. We have things coming this week, a whole bunch of new business videos that will help anyone in that area. And as always, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.